And look, I don't mind people going, yes, you go, queen, for a character that on paper is really kind of evil. I do that all the time. In a vacuum. But it does bother me when, at the same time we do this, we also respond to characters that are, on paper at least, good, strong women who do make the right decisions with decidedly less of an enthusiastic attitude. Calypso is not Circe. Yes, she falls in love with these heroes, and sometimes they stay with her for a while and get distracted from their quests. That is true. But she doesn't trap them in Ogygia. They choose to stay. And when they invariably decide to leave, because that's her punishment, whether it's to go back to their quest or their significant others, she not only lets them leave, but she helps them leave, even though it breaks her heart every time. And yet, while Medusa and Circe are given the yes queen treatment despite their horrific actions, because I guess nuance, Calypso is given side-eye for having one stray negative thought about Annabeth inside her head, like without even saying it to anyone. And sure, both of those things are bad, I guess, but I dare say the latter is something every human in the world experiences, while the former is orders of magnitude worse than that. But somehow the fandom at best forgets about Calypso altogether, or even pretends she doesn't exist, and at worst actively reviles her. And this is frankly befuddling to me. Now, I'm not saying you have to like her. I wouldn't list her as one of my favorite characters, but I would hope that we could at least appreciate that she is a good person, an incredibly strong woman, and just as much of a victim as Circe and Medusa are. Now, I'm going to pull a Percy here and say I don't have any proof of this, but I speculate that there's one very particular reason for the way Calypso is perceived by fans, and it's a word that starts with an S and ends with a G. I might be wrong. In fact, I hope I'm wrong. But after watching the latest episode of the show, I just wanted to point out that double standard while the Circe discourse is going strong. Hopefully, we'll get to see Calypso in later seasons, and seeing her as a person of flesh and blood will make people appreciate her a little bit more. Bye, guys.